taken home. Oh, I just came to say goodbye.
So many pretty parts to this song. Don't reach over like me. Mostly self-taught. I can fix some shit.
watching you kiss him. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, oh. And I'm giving it my all. And I'm giving it my all. But I'm not the guy. Oh, oh.
Let's try it again.
I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, 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 oh. I'm giving it my all. Giving it my all. But I'm not the guy.
We get it.
You take him home. Oh, 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 oh. Dance in my mouth. And I know I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh no. I'm right over here. Hey, why can't you see me? Oh no. I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you take in home. So far away, but still so near. But still so near. The lights come on, the music dies. But you don't see me standing near.
I gotta learn how to breathe, take some vocal lessons, and know when to go high. Like for moments, because I don't know how to breathe. If you have to develop that ability, even if you have some talent. Like I'm on pitch. I sat there during COVID lockdown with a note recognition app. Guys, where I think that's pretty confident. I can match notes. A decent voice, but I can't sustain it. No, I don't have the sheet music to practice over and over. Miss a lot of notes. But when I have instruments, I'm a lot better. I can grow up singing. Need some guidance. But I also don't want to do that shit. I just think it's interesting to get good at stuff. Like I'm dealing craps now, and though I still like chess, I want to play chess. I'm a shitty craps dealer, like all beginners. There's some people that deal craps, for decades, and there's still things to learn about how to be better, faster, anticipate more, even basics of the game. And I find craps very, very cool. Everything makes sense. Everything kind of flows. Bet on things and then bet on them opposite. It all like yin and yang. It just works. It's cool. So I will do that no matter what. I'll still craps. So if that means I show up on 2 hours of sleep for chess tournaments, then so be it. I've met people. I have a few friends. Well, look at Donald Trump. Like, you need 8 hours of sleep. You have to eat this, or you're going to die young of a heart attack. Trump's fucking healthy. I don't think he eats. He's eating super well. He doesn't drink. Doesn't sleep. He's 80. Still going real strong. No, we need to impeach his ass. All right, open the border. Fine. And some people who do everything the right way, but maybe don't like their jobs, make a lot of money, sleep well, eat properly. I can't eat that. Too many carbs. They pop off at like age 50 due to stress. So I'll show up tired for chess tournaments. I like to deal with craps. I like the opportunity to improve. Now, as far as chess goes, because that's the bulk of this channel, I have a lot of respect for grandmasters. One of the rules I was taught, it's called the 10-foot rule. 10-foot rule. Sam Walton's rule. Don't be a standoffish prick, whether that be to a stranger. You just don't be rude to people. Have some hospitality. But especially to customers and coworkers, you say hi to people. They're within 10 feet of you. Don't look the other way. iPhones weren't, booming. I guess until about Sam Walton's death, probably. But so you don't look at your phone. You don't look at your paper. You say hi to people. How are you? Hi. Or just a nod. Something. That's 10-foot rule. Don't be an asshole. But now it's a red flag. You're too genuine. You're just too. What's wrong? What are you about to do? Okay. Well, most of the mental health best practices of history and just how to treat people are red flags now. So believe me, don't believe me. That's one of the reasons I think it's going to get more important to be competent, not just kissing ass, not just, oh, my boss likes quiet people, or this boss likes more extroverted people to show toughness, and I have to please that boss to get the promotion. It won't be just one person controlling and deciding, even in the corporate world. I think it's going to change because there's robots now, and none of us are better than robots. So we'll have to find ways to add value in certain ways. And I don't think robots will be our bosses necessarily. But if humans have a plan, or one human is contributing ideas and the robot says that's not useful and here's why, that whole attitude, possibly that personality, is just not what I need because we have this figured out. What are you good at? And prove it. And the robot will not be bullshitted because robots don't care if we live or die. And you need to be competent, whether it means you learn quickly, whether it means you explain things very clearly. Some people are very smart, right? Incredible code that I never could, even if I dedicated full-time practice and started as a kid, probably. And I'm competent-ish. Like I read code well. You wouldn't want me writing stuff that matters. I'll break shit, but I am good enough to break shit. That matters. But some of them, like, you couldn't explain to them that your customer doesn't know, like, how to make a program say hello world, or what a method is, or what the back end that creates the user experience. They've never seen that screen in their life, and they never have to. That's not their job. Furthermore, some really smart software experts can't get it through their head. Their objective is not to show off or complicate the code. We need another intake request because a new enhancement would be good. Good for who? Your annual eval? Nobody wants that. And there's just more risk, more volume to the servers, more risk of a bug. Even the best developers in the world, if they could go back and look at their earlier work, would probably say, I could have done that a little bit more concisely. I could have wrote that code a little bit better. I wrote thousands more programs now, and I'm better now. But you want to get them in and out, because 99% of most people in business's job is doing their job. It's not to deal with explaining what they want a report to do, or their systems to do, or how the purchase order should come through. That should just be, a quick conversation. But sometimes that type of brain just can't flip in and out. Okay, I'm talking to a finance person who doesn't know how to read code, let alone write it, let alone understands API calls and how the systems communicate and how those programs get tied to a CS7 or a mainframe job to run overnight. They don't care. They don't know. But how can you write such brilliant stuff and be so brilliant yourself and then not say, I'm talking to a tech guy? I'm talking to a technical expert. Then I'm talking to Dayton, who is clearly more competent than most business people, but he's no expert. And now I'm talking to somebody who literally hates this stuff and is good with people and numbers. They want to be off the call. If I can get them off the call, they'll give a good word to my boss. But if I drag it out, they can't figure it out. So a robot might find that skill set useful and then recommend that person stay the fuck away from people. We're being efficient. That's what a robot is here to do. This is what you do. This person has this skill set. I believe them. They're not lying. Hire them, promote them, but keep them away from people. And someone else, hey, not good enough with code to don't bother the really smart people that write good code and maybe struggle to see other people's perspectives. But someone that's competent enough to understand what they're doing and then relate it to people who can invest or who can decide if we keep our jobs. But it will be important to be competent and be able to prove it. There will be no more bullshitting, and business will get so cutthroat with everyone having access to AI, not just big companies or rich people. You don't have to be a great developer to write code and create apps, create businesses, because AI is so advanced. And what started that rant? I respect Grandmaster. You think I'm full of shit or not? I would say if I wanted to go get money and fame, I wouldn't go sit alone and get my ass kicked learning chess. But you could argue I'm just after proving I'm smart, intellectually superior. Honestly, I can trust the Grandmasters are what they say they are. So, and then I won't have friends in business anymore. And I don't really want to fuck with the streamers. They have their role, but their role is to grow chess. I don't care if chess grows. It makes zero difference to me if chess grows or dies. I want to see Americans do well because I'm an American. Just like people who might not even be huge hockey fans are glad America won the Olympics, just like when Canada wins, and they often do. Canada's proud because it's their country. So I want to see American chess players do well. And it's a shame they don't get treated well, but they market it poorly. No, I'm sure Grandmasters are competent. And everyone goes through hard times. I don't like some of the older folks' mindset in business. That's a high character person. That's not. That's an emotional person. That's not. A lot of it's contextual. I might be real emotional if you're not speaking English. No offense. I'm not racist. I don't understand what you're saying. I might know what you know or be able to help, or you might be able to help me, contribute one day. I'm not at your level, but not if you're speaking Hindi. I just simply don't speak Hindi. So help the world of business. There will always be politics, kissing ass, but it will at least be important to prove that people are what they say they are. And if one person who didn't know how to play an instrument, violin is the most complicated, let's say violin, or didn't know how to play chess, and then learns, I can't imagine he or she could not learn to be nicer, if that's the argument. Okay, well, he's competent. We can't have assholes around. Nobody wants to work with him. Well, in the case of the H-1B visa, it's because they're controlled by their citizenship. If an American learns, especially one with no college degree in tech, they have to go home. They have to move their families. Their kids are making friends at school. Quite honestly, in the H-1B visa case, it's weird. It's like glorified slavery. They have the life. Everyone's kissing their ass. Everyone's celebrating their holidays, taking good care of them. But if you need something, it's pretty easy to remind them, hey, but if you don't do what we want, like Dayton can go live with his parents if he has to or has money saved, go get another job. You can't. You have to go back. And if you don't have a good referral, if you piss us off, we might not help you get sponsored somewhere else. You have 60 days. Your kid's graduation, your kid's swimming classes really likes it here. Oh, yeah, you're a good dad. That's complete control. So do you think they're going to love me? Do you think even if I were an angel, in the case of the H-1B visa, which is so disgusting. It's not immigration, by the way. It's not immigration. It's a temporary work program designed to fill temporary shortages in the U.S. labor force until Americans can be trained. That's why it's 3 years. It's not like we're ripping them away from their homes. They understood when they came here that was a very possible outcome. But there's a lot more of that in business, maybe not to the scale of the H-1B abuse, because they can't say to American customers, hey, we're displacing American workers because we can control them like slaves. They're not going to say that. So it's got to be, if there's a court case, okay, especially if I prove competence somehow, which juries and a lot of judges are not tech experts. They can't assess me. But if I spout off, hundreds of transaction codes and table names, you could at least tell I might be able to contribute a little bit. But nothing I could have done. That's the worst. We should take it as a challenge. I know I'm rambling. I've dealt craps, and I just got off from my third day in a row, and that's my weekend. So I'm very tired. But not because I want to be necessarily liked, but it's a good skill to try to get along with people. And if someone is disagreeable, or you hear someone's mean, dishonest even, never stops talking. Especially if you're going to be in that situation anyway, maybe see why they're that way, what experience might have led them to be that way. Are you right in your assessment they are that way, arrogant, over-talkative, selfish, whatever the bad connotation is? And not my job to change them, but if they are that way, what great practice. I'm here anyway. I'm not going to just quit every job, so I'm here anyway. Let's see if I can get them to like me. What's going on in India in the case of the H-1B visa? Okay, I understand the H-1B now. Maybe I would be the same way they were. Okay, but don't just be too agreeable and bow down to everything. Okay, I wouldn't do, if I were a guest in their country, what would I do? I would download Rosetta Stone. I would learn to speak Hindi as best I could, out of respect. So it's unreasonable for them to do the same. No, that's not. Well, their culture is different, Dayton. So they should go to a Baptist church. And I'm agnostic. You can call me atheist. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. I have no evidence that Jesus Christ came back from the dead, died on a cross, was a man. Absolutely. No evidence he came back. Zero. But I will go to church. My mom, especially as she gets older. My mom have had our arguments for sure. She's a good person. Has good intentions. And I'll go for Christmas. I also dressed up for Diwali and many other Indian holidays. They have a lot of holidays. No disrespect. I'll go to your temple after, but you can go to a Baptist church. If I can go and put on a fake smile and my cross necklace once a year because I'm an American, then you can't do. Because I dressed up for Diwali. That's so reasonable because most Americans right now, if you read kind of the way it's looking on social media, which was pretty good tell in how the election turned out, they're not going to be so open-minded to say, oh, and I'll go to your temple and I'll learn more about your religion and your culture, which I know much more about Indian culture than Americans because I worked with them and I was a kid when I interned, and a lot of interns don't come back. So they definitely didn't expect me to come back or come back on the same team. So they told me more than they probably did their coworkers, about their families, about the struggles. But I thought it was cool. But nothing I could have done from seeing their perspective, from bringing their kids, not bringing them, but delivering candy on Halloween when their kids came to the office, at least probably 4 times. And nothing I could have done would have made them stop breaking my shit, or the less competent ones to not like me, but be respectful toward me. Nothing I could have done. I couldn't change the law. And once I realized it was too late. And that was just the most miserable feeling in the world. And even if there are stupid laws in the future or programs that are not pro-America, or maybe even bad for the world, not just bad for America, bad for the world, if they persist or get created, at least if we don't like that person, or if he or she has something we want, or we can't both win, sometimes you can't have win-win scenarios in life and business, at least we can be sure, okay, that individual was able to learn something. And before we just say people are bad, he can learn something. Maybe if he has a temper or whatever character flaw, maybe if he can learn something or she can learn something, maybe you can fix that too. Because fixing, learning to censor opinionated outbursts, for example, it's a lot more simple than trying to master chess. So you did that, you found a way. Maybe you band-aided problems, maybe you follow a path that was proven. However you did it, you found a way, so let's find a way for something else and let's just fire people. And then after we did the damage, see if we can make it sound better in case he goes to court so we don't get sued. It's a really sad world. All right, just delete that entire social media account. Just delete it. It's probably an asshole, needs to get help. Not good for advertisers wanting to advertise on TikTok. Just delete the whole account. No, age restrict one video if you have to. Don't delete people. And at very worst, maybe a 6-month ban or a month or a year ban, but with something to hope for that you will have a chance to speak again. But if we don't believe people can learn or improve at any age, the world's fucked. So we're never all going to agree on everything. We're never all going to agree between different generations how we should behave and how we show respect. So if we can learn very complicated things, but we have a master's degree and a Six Sigma certification, Dayton, and so you're below us. Go fuck yourself. Dealing craps for one night is much more beneficial, would be much more beneficial for a corporate leader. From speaking to leading to developing patience to counting and keeping your brain sharp, every aspect of craps. And I liked Dale Carnegie course. I took the speaking course. It was good, but our instructor was really good. If you don't have a great instructor, I'm telling you, craps, way better than the Six Sigma certification. You'd be better off. You'd give better speeches after. You'd have more energy. You'd adapt better on the fly. You'd give impromptu speech. Everything about business. But they're too proper. You'll never convince people like that to change their minds. But if you show them evidence, they are smart enough to accept that he learned. And that's the real rating, and that's the games. And here's what an expert chess player says. That's impressive, and we didn't think that was possible. Okay, so maybe we can all just get along as best we can and not ruin each other's lives. How about that? I'm done rambling. I reserve the right to do that on my YouTube lives. No script. It's mainly for documentation purposes. While I'm rambling, then I'm play a little bit of chess. I have concluded I cannot bounce back and forth between time controls. At least not right now. Don't really know why. If I play bullet and then blitz and then rapid, I don't know that I forget what time control I'm playing, but I'm out of that mode. I have to put too much focus on managing my clock, and that means less to plan and react and attack and defend. So I just have to do one time control at a time. And right now I'm going to get my rapid back over 2200. I want to show this video first. This is absurd. I know they're drug testing this kid and everything, and I don't really care. Even if I'm insane he is. That's still incredible. 10.5. I guess this is 11.
Come on, David. Come on, David. Come on, let's get down. Let's go.
Yeah, it's this guy. He got offered, I'm assuming, to play running back for LSU and to run track the next day. 10.52. That is absurd. Watch this shit. 10.5 fucking 2. And it made me think of very few people are that even close to that gifted, of course. That's an exception to every fucking rule. I mean, that's over a second faster than the number 2 at every track meet. And I think he's in somewhere in the South where there's probably a lot of speed. It's stupid. Take Usain Bolt, the fastest 100-meter dash ever, which was about a second faster than that. A little less than a second faster than that. Like, I could outrun Usain Bolt if he had broken legs. Good for you, Dayton. Well, I'm making a point. Like, it would be sad just to know how fast Usain Bolt is and then like tie his legs together or do some cruel trick where he's got to hop. Just watch me kick his ass backpedaling. But that is how a lot of people approach life, and that's their prerogative. But I'm interested in proving it's possible. And in the case of corporate, again, they would never deal craps. They're too good for it. I'm not going to work nights. I'm not going to work nights. I won't have someone tell me what to do or that I miscounted or hit my fingers on accident because they're excited, they're celebrating, and my hand was paying. And now I will sit in an office because I have a mask. I can just fucking hear their thoughts. Dayton, you're judging, you're assuming. Nope. Not the ones I can think of. And I don't dislike those people at all. Too good for it. Too good for it. If you're too good for that, you're also too good to do a lot of things like practice. I talked about the 10-foot rule where you talk to people. That's weird. No, it's just a little hard to do. It's a little uncomfortable. It's not natural. It's easier to stare at your fucking phone. Or not remember people's names. So you get rid of people, chase them out the door, and then say they're an asshole or can't get along, do whatever you want to lie about. But I would not want to live like that personally. And though I don't find chess necessarily fun, I don't really care. It's a vehicle to prove points. And a lot of those techniques or ways to overcome plateaus, I want to learn something else or help someone else do so, whether it be memory or even some physical feats. Yeah, here's some things that might work. If you don't give people the excuse to, and the Usain Bolt example, tape his legs together, or just say he's not capable. You don't give a dog a bad name. It's a good quote. Give a dog a bad name, you might as well hang him. Tell an adult he or she is capped at 1,400 at Karu. You're not going to get 1,600. If you do, you're a psycho. If you get to 2,000 online, we'll see you over the board, and you're definitely not going to get 2,000 over the board. And if anyone gets 2,000 over the board, just stop. It's over. If you didn't play as a kid. Like, if anyone believes him, it's over. Like, he might be right, but it's done because you believed him. And if you got to tie someone's legs together, hypothetically speaking, limit an individual. Only people from India who had exposure to ABAP code, which is a coding language, at a certain age can contribute at the highest level in American business. Oh, shit. That's a problem. It's a problem because those are the same types of thinkers that will then say, well, if a woman was abused, pick your stereotype that she will be a whore or she won't be a good wife. She will not trust. Some women go to therapy, some work through it. Some are very aware of it. They have to correct their thoughts, but they're still not that stereotype. Some men who grew up in hardship, that can't be an explanation for everything that happens later. Sometimes you just get in a bad situation, face bad luck. Well, what's that happened when he was a kid, that trauma. So now he's thinking it was worse than it was, but really it's not our fault, and use that as a defense in court. No, why'd you fire him? Why'd you fire him? Did you follow the processes? What state are you in? Can you really do that? Well, no, but see, what is happening is he had this happen to him as a kid, and now, when he has to speak in public, he gets a little bit nervous, and if he's not speaking well, we had to get rid of. No, why'd you fucking fire him? Give a specific instance and a date, and names and witnesses, and you don't get to choose the witnesses. And the easiest way, I think, to get that avalanche started is you have to prove. Almost anyone can learn, if not master, almost anything at almost any age. And then we can get into objective conversations about, was he really an asshole? Did he deserve that? But not if all people don't agree that it's possible. Not that you have to, but that you could. The mom who has 2 kids and is working 2 jobs, maybe single parent, it's not that she couldn't. It's that she doesn't choose to or doesn't have the time, opportunity to dedicate deliberate practice over a period of time. If you prove that, then we can all agree to disagree on a lot of things, but you have to at least be respectful. And I would go to those lengths, even if I fail and I'm a shitty chess player and Hikaru Nakamura is right, I'm just a psycho. I would go to those lengths for two reasons, which are not enough for anyone to spend a second, let alone years of my life. Which the first reason I would do all this and even possibly fail is I have a platform now. I had like 18,500 followers on TikTok, and then I got banned, and now I'm back to like 16.7. But still, those are followers that have the app. If I say something, they will at least listen to a part of that video. It's 16,000 with a reshare option. Can text it to their friends. Dayton said this. If I'm ever in trouble, if I decide to have kids, and something is beyond the normal unfairness we all face in life, okay, there's a little deterrent. If we're trapped inside again, don't fuck with Dayton Carr. Not because I'm a badass, but because you might lose one customer. Though you don't care if I live or die, is one customer worth it? Nope, we care about one customer. Let's just leave them alone. Okay, cool. That was worth it for me. Loneliness, TikTok, getting banned, having to fight and beg to get it back. Learning to play piano blindfold, all those things. If that got attention, so I can, in 10 years, say this is what happened, this is my side of the story, that's absolutely worth it. And I just have to know if an adult brain is that limited or if the variable is the internet. Okay. Let's play a little bit of chess. I get this to 2,300. I'll try to explain a lot of what I'm doing and thinking since I'm playing Rapid, which is a little bit longer than Blitz. But it's still a short game. So just know I don't have a speech. That's the first time I've looked at that song. I'm doing shit I was going to do anyway. And I'm pretty tired. Also, when I play chess, my brain gets going. It's crazy. If I go to work or I don't have friends here, but acquaintances, call them on the phone or hang out with them, talk about chess, I can snap into it. And I don't go all over the place. I don't limit my subject. If you watch a lot of my YouTube videos that were rehearsed, I'm communicating fine and concisely and even talking at a decent pace instead of so fast. But when I get to playing chess, man, or I haven't slept after I've gambled or dealt for a while, I do this. Take it or leave it. I don't give a fuck. But like me, dislike me, think I need to shut up, think you want me to keep talking. This is where I document my chess. So don't say I cheated. Just Kramnik, I'll just beat the fuck out of you. He can't say I'll beat the fuck out of Kramnik. It's a contingent threat. Because if you're cheating once, you better have evidence and not I did this and I think that if this stat goes here and Excel and my second is an Excel expert and sets up macros, I'll just beat the fuck out of you. I'm throwing punches. And if I get banned, then hopefully I'm strong enough in chess to prove my points. Okay, 21-13, down a little bit. After this, I'm going to show my previous game, which is why Tyler 1 should not have got his ass kissed. Nobody until he gets 2,200 in one-time control online should get any attention at all. It's a complete scam. You might want to get him over the board to see if he's actually any good or has potential to learn things. But online chess just is a joke. Still, I'm at a high enough tier where a lot of people will actually be pretty decent. And though it is a scam in a lot of ways, it's a pretty good app. Chess is just a game where if you're not at your very best, completely focused in silence, you're not going to play your best. It's not like Doodle Jump or Pokemon, where you can take your focus off and look away and drive your kids to a ball game and then bleachers and respond. And that makes me think a lot of the better players, until you get to the very top level where they got all day to play, hopefully they've made a living or have enough guarantee they're probably going to make a living to justify all that time. But a lot of the really good players, they're probably playing at the club. If you're really good at chess and you want to focus and really be at your best, you're probably going to a club where you can learn and play on a board and talk to people hopefully more skilled than you so you can learn from them. It's not easy to overcome plateaus. You can't just beat your head against the wall like I've done online. So if the better players are playing online, they're probably not in that state. They would probably be at the club if they had enough time to really sit there and enjoy it and practice. So they probably just logged in real quick in between tasks. And I'm getting those players that are probably better than me over the board, but they're not at their best. All I can do is compare my in the global ranking and hope people aren't cheating too much. My last game, the opponent just blundered a bishop. Oh, Tyler's a genius, bro. So just gave a bishop away for nothing. Not a genius. All right, 2 focus points. I'm going to play, I don't know if you can really call it passive openings. A little bit more passive, like with the pawns, especially when I have black. I'll be more likely to move them 1 square. Versus 2. And even if I don't see the full line, I'm really going to make a point to play the first move if I know it's right, or if I'm just sure my comfortable idea is wrong. I'm just going to make the first move in that series, even if it's new, or I can't see the full solution, or if it's even if it's going to lessen my chance of winning the game. So I go backward way too fucking much. Okay, so here protects my horse. Well, my horse is there. I can get safe. And at least, considering I'm playing as black, what is this shit? What did you just do? You just gave me the rook? Huh? You got mated? Yeah, hashtag get mated. It's trending topic on all social media platforms. This is what I mean. It's a clown show. And this is 99.9 percentile. I've just dealt craps. Well, I dealt craps yesterday. Sorry. See, I'm so out of it. I dealt today for 8 hours also, though. Just not craps. Like, I'm not at my best. This is a scam. Kind of like Neiman. You know, okay, everyone's really good when she gets Neiman's level, like really exceptional, world class. What sets you apart from the juniors from India who have sponsorships, and India gives a fuck about their chess, and we don't even invite our best young player to masters and the best tournaments so he can improve. It's not about if you like him or not. Are you an American? Okay, why is Hans Niemann not at your tournaments? He's the best junior. I don't guess he's a junior anymore. He's the best. And unless Andy Woodward, Abhimanyu Mishra, a few others have closed the gap since I checked last, Hans Niemann is significantly better in classical time control, which is the gold standard of chess. Significantly our best one. That's not even close. And we don't invite him. Why? It's a fucking joke. But all that trauma, not getting chances to improve. I mean, Prague, Gukesh, I think the Indian prodigies have been very respectful. Very good. I know they probably think it's crap that Niemann got his life basically ruined. But they're not. They're India. They're trying to beat him in the Olympia. They're not going to waste any time worrying about it or trying to help him get it fixed. America's job is to do that, just like India would do for their own. It's absurd. But maybe all that hardship and learning to control his temper and nerves and having to wonder, am I ever going to play the game I'm dedicating my life to? Do I have to go be a normal person? Try to get into Harvard again? What do? I did nothing to deserve this. All I did was the job I was given to the best of my ability. All that adversity, if it wasn't too much, which there is too much, there can be too much, especially with young people. It might be the X factor that keeps them motivated when other people start having success. And as a man gets older, and it's not just, oh, he's a quiet chess player, and girls realize, hey, the best quarterback in the state was only a Division I bench player. He's working a normal job. He's an accountant now. He was so hot in high school, but like he was just a good college player. Now it's over for him. And Hans Niemann, you can play chess forever, baby. Hans Niemann becomes the next Bobby Fischer without, as much insanity. Oh, he's kind of cute. Oh, he's funny. Oh, he's good at chess. Is sexy. A lot of people, especially men, fall for that and give up on their dreams and stop working hard. And I think Hans Niemann will remember what it's like when nobody wanted him, no one would talk to him. His own friends were making anal beats jokes. And it's not like you have to go and end your partnership with chess.com, but you can say, hey, that's fucked up. And they didn't. And now Dana Naroditsky overdosed. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. Maybe Hans Niemann was mistreated. A friend died. Turns out everyone's human. That might just be what it takes to get into Magnus Carlsen status one day. Tortured him into figuring some things out about himself and how to appreciate things, even when he didn't deserve it. And the equivalent of that experience for me is having to Uber drive, watch Tyler One get his ass kicked for talking shit on grandmasters, like they're dogs, or they're brain damaged dogs. Getting help, growing his brand, getting more League of Legends money too, I'm sure, because you're getting attention, which is good. Now I'm sitting in Uber driving, dealing blackjack. I'm tired. Initially, I lost a lot more than I won. Another kid that's parents are driving him, and I remember when my parents drove me everywhere for baseball and stuff. And now I would say, if my parents were honest, they just think I'm probably crazy for trying to learn chess as an adult. And Tyler One's a genius. Like, man, if my mom would have saw a video, Dayton's just smart. Dayton's not stupid. Dayton might be able to be a decent chess player. Not Dayton's a super GM. Not Dayton's world class. Not Dayton could be Magnus Carlsen, all these stupid things some people said about Tyler One. Just like Dayton might not be, Dayton might not need to go on psych medicine. He has enough potential to where, yeah, he's no good, but as an adult working and having no formal training, like I'm sure Caro and all them, once they were recognized as prodigies, had some formal training early on. But just like maybe Timmy's son isn't a fucking idiot. And when he comes home to family dinner, he doesn't have to, and my mom's not mean about it, but in the back of both their minds, it could be, hey, maybe he could make this work, even if he fails. Like some people believe he's not a fucking idiot in chess. Hey, Mom, that's a grandmaster, and he beat me blindfolded. But look, he said, maybe if I didn't start when I did, and I started when Dayton started, maybe I wouldn't be as good as he is if I started at age 25. Who knows? That's pretty decent. Good. That would have meant so much to me. But seeing not only me not get help, I didn't get a reply. I've got a lot of applications. Tyler wants a fucking GM. Man, go fuck yourselves. And I'll play chess because I want to play chess. In fact, I wouldn't take any money from anybody unless I get to play for it. Once I reach 1800, which in my eyes, an 1800 over the board players where that's a good player. Well-rounded game. There might be parts of the game that are clearly worse off, but you have to at least have a decent opening repertoire. Your middle game has to be solid, and your end games, you can't be blowing leads and stuff, and you have to finish people off, even if it's a little bit tricky. That's an 1800 level player. It's a fucking good player. I'll respect you. I'll get your autograph if you'd like to sign my book. I'm not joking about this. If you're an 1800 player, it won't be the pages that Grandmaster's signing on. But yeah, you're a real chess player to me. Once I get there, and I will. I mean, I'll have to get some help at some point, whether that means I fizzle out at 1800, 1900, or 2100 or higher. Eventually, I'll have to get help. And the only help I want is with the agreement, I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. I'm not representing your brand. If I say something that you think is not appropriate for kids, I guarantee they see worse on TikTok every day. Then no problem. Because if I lose, you don't claim me, I don't claim you. As an adult, it's kind of hard to not have a job. Or any way to prove that you're not just wasting your time playing a game. But I wouldn't want any guarantee. Because guarantees create dumbasses like Tyler Warren. I'll play for it. I will play for it. I would consider, and I'll talk shit on chess.com with their logo on my stream. Fuck it. I think the name of the band is bullshit. I'm not going to talk bad about their app or them as people or as a whole. But unfortunately, my games are logged on there, so I have to be on the app. I can't start over and learn chess from scratch ever. But like Odd Got Todd, he's a fellow dealer. It's like 900 or something, maybe a little less. Sharp as shit. He's like, got some traits I have, but he's also a little bit different. I think he's naturally smarter. I've always been really good once I have got to that threshold. It takes me longer to get to where I grasp something like craps or chess or an instrument. But once I get there, I start finding creative ways to remember things once I have the basics down. I've always been this way with baseball. If I'm messing with my swing, any class that I liked in college, I'm very far off of the brightest in the class in terms of picking it up quickly. But once I have it, I either pass them up or at least get along with them pretty well because I'm spinning in different ways. I'm explaining it. I'm helping them, even though I'm probably not as smart as them. I've always been that way. Todd seems like the first. He's fucking sharp. He just gets things. He's not having to peg it and beat his brain against like past memories to try to remember new concept. He just gets it. And a lot of dealers that way. So if someone like Todd, let's say he gets to 1800. Also my friend Jeremiah from my first casino. He was a craps dealer. He's pretty smart. I would like chess.com to consider sponsoring them. And if they choose to mention me, I don't know if I help them or not. I think sometimes I just pressure people to play chess. That's fine if it helps my streams or not, but I don't want any of their money. I don't even think, get the fuck away from me. I want to talk to you. But if my chess army gets good or if I get people down on the app and your business grows, sure. I'm not going to waste my life trying to punish you. You didn't do anything to me. As far as I mean myself, am I over the board? Yeah. If you're in chess business, I don't want money. I don't want payment. I want to play for it. If I get to a certain rating and you're going to help me, or I agree to mention your program because it actually helped me, and here's what I'll say about it. if I don't get that rating number, I get paid $0. I don't know exactly how it would work as a contract, but that's the only way I would work in chess at all. Not your friend. I'm not showing up at your events. I won't be on streams talking about how we all like each other when, as Neiman says, a lot of you would prefer each other get basically ruined so you can win. I ain't your friend. But I'll promote Grandmasters for free. And anyone in business, chess business, thinks my story or hates it purpose, but purpose would be a good fit. Yep. I'm not an employee. I'm an athlete, even if I'm a bad one, like minor league baseball players. Play for it. I lose. I stop improving. I get $0. No problem. But this is a joke. It's my last game. No, there's one after this. And I played pretty poorly here. Granted, it's a quick game. And a lot of the games, if one were to look at my games and go, how is he actually this rating? It's a terrible play. I'm probably talking in the break room. I started a game in the car. The start times for Sunday ready games were changed, so I went the wrong time once. Situation like that versus if I'm locked in, it'll be a lot better. But look at this. Oh, Tyler 1 deserved the thumbnail. He's going to be a grandmaster. Magnus Carlsen wouldn't have saw that one. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. I'm not going to necessarily mix up my openings. But I've found ways to be pretty annoying in online chess. I don't know if it's because it's a shorter time control, if it's online chess. And one of those ways, I feel like, I make central pawn pushes a little bit earlier than is appropriate. Not the best a lot of times, but they're pretty fine. And then I'm plenty good enough with tactics to punish mistakes and even execute and even set some things up sometimes. And yeah, whatever. You want to double the pawns? Is that what you're into? You want to double the pawns? Are you sure that's what you want to do? It just seems fishy. Oh, I know. I just scrubbed the guy in the chest because of during COVID lockdown. But even though I am a scrub who got in the chest during and because of COVID lockdown, I am your superior. Chess God's blessed me with more natural talent. I plan to show that shit off right now. Okay, so here you're gonna go here first. I don't have time to steal your horse. So what do I do? If I'm here, then you can have bet pawn. That's probably the best move. I love it though. Otherwise, I'm going backwards. I won't go backwards. Just be up a pawn. Where can your knight go that your rook discovers me and your knight matters? Your knight can go nowhere because as soon as he moves, I will go right here. So that's actually an interesting and kind of annoying. Why is that not good? And then I have one move while you're galloping around aimlessly. Also, both those pawns would be annoying to lose. It comes with check, Dayton. It comes with fucking check. Relax, man. relax now. And here I run the fork, I get it. So that encourages you to take the knight now. Else I have double pressure. I can use the knight to take first. You can't slide up. You can't move your knight in a manner that defends the rook aside from here, which means you can't support that rook unless you go here and your queen can't see. So your queen's not going to go backwards. It'd be a bad move. So you go. So I'm going here. But I don't have anything to look at. So I feel like that encourages the knight trade to happen now, which I want. But it did, yeah, okay. Yeah, it did take pressure off the rook, which would be kind of nice to have. But as long as that pawn stays, your rook is a little bit away from coming over. If here, then you can look at some things, but even then I'm checking. So take here, of course. Okay. See, I'm not sure, but all I do is sleep. So here, here, and I mated. I'm here now. Then when you're here, I go here, which seems good. This could get uncomfortable. Yeah. Jeez, dude. What are you doing? Awful game by me. Man. And part of that is, again, I'm not that good at chess. But a whole lot of that, too, is how can you play anywhere near your best when one person blunders a bishop and the next one plays like a king at master. Yeah. See, and I called it out when I did it. It's that little decision there. Completely blew it. Okay, queen would want to move in a manner that defends the checking square. Otherwise, I'm forking. And that would mean there I take. So you're looking at things like this, which I don't think you can do that because then I'm going to go here. Chase you off light squares. That just looks hard, but it's probably fine. I don't know what else you can do. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend losing, though. I guess you're not losing, are you? Okay, I can't reach anything that's good. So if that knight stays, well, you're going to take it regardless. Although you have the option. Switch knight if nothing takes. So this knight could come back and threaten things. Neither knight can defend unless it gets to that square. So which can get to that square easier? I guess this one could, right? Arguably. So if you don't take things, I don't know how I feel about that. No, that's not it. That is not it. It's absolutely not it. Think, man. Because now I'm locked into the queen trade, right? So take my rook, you'll just check. Damn it. I'm gonna lose. So. And then my back rake's still weak, so I'm just completely getting wrecked. Gee. See, but then they do dumb shit because they're no good at chess. And suddenly I'm alive. It's terrible practice. We should always be aware of mistakes. You shouldn't hope for them or rely on them. I want you to defend it from that direction. That'd be good. A good way to do it. Yeah. Would I get both those pawns for the no? That's not right. It can't be right. Okay, so you're wanting to go here. So you wanted to check. Yeah, yeah. And then this, okay, I see it. No problem, we'll slide them now. I can keep all my 3 pawns together. I can't fight you there, but that's fine. So I'm basically committing my rook to controlling these 2 pawns, I think. I just play on feel in the end game, and that's not going to be a recipe for success long term. Some things you just got to know, and I probably don't. So I'm about middle of the pack, and when it comes to end games at my level, which is about 1600 over the board. Maybe not even that. Might have been an accident, but probably a good job not getting too eager to push this pawn, give you some options, and me some uncertainty. Still don't know if I can win this, though. If white plays well. I'd move the king now. Well, no, because then I'll move your rook. And your rook would have to go backwards. Unless you move your king back to d1, you might lose this shit. Nah, let's see how. Clear all your pawns. There I go. You have to come from behind, but you do have time to do that, I think. Right? I mean, you probably end up having to go from behind and try to check me. Keep my king there. If I get here, I can get kind of flexible and block. If I can get that pawn and then get my rook back to where I can block those checks so it can't harass my king from behind and keep it in front of the pawn, I'll fuck you up. I want to consider all options, especially if I get to use your clock to think. I don't know why I would want to be there as opposed to here. It seems silly. I'm winning. Yep. Kiss my ass. Line them up. Line them up. Winner. Outcome University. It's built for this shit. Number 15. Winner 7. Hans Niemann. We're gonna make a little collage, but I don't want Hans Niemann to think I'm obsessed with him. Go ahead and Dayton. Turns out Dayton just like all the other men, just staring at our bodies. Only if you throw it at me, ladies. Just women are here to save the world. It wouldn't be weird to have photos of Daniel Nardisky scattered all across my closet. Now that he's not with us anymore, and I can't update his quotes as he produces another brilliancy. he's got pictures of like the Botez sisters and shit. Yeah, they're not really professionals, so Alex is stronger than Andrea. Andrea doesn't take her shit serious. I'm probably much higher rated than Andrea now, online at least. So no, I don't have any purse shit. Promise you that, unless she takes chess seriously again, at least gets a 2,000 shit. I think older Miss Botez had a good outing. Took second, which she was going to lose to Jennifer Yu. I figured she would take third. Didn't know it would beat her ass, but it didn't happen. She was going to lose to Jennifer Yu. Jennifer Yu is just twice the player any of those girls are. Winner, Hans. Yeah, Alex is quite a bit better at chess than me, so she's attractive. But it would only be creepy if one were to look at my, I don't actually have this, but my laptop folders, pictures in my closet until you got to the next door and you found, okay, he's got a Botez closet. He's got, it's nothing compared to my Daniel dungeon where I have pictures of Daniel focusing at the, I'm fucking with you. As long as you don't search me. But I do respect chess people. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, but now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, then I pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone. That's Hans Niemann. The one and only. I wonder what grandmasters would say this level is if you know I had an over the board rating. You can look them up. It's hard because like my dog's with me right now. I'm just and my best online would be way better than I am over the board. I don't have to worry about my dog. I'm not thinking. You pulled this. I mean, that's so bad. I didn't earn it at all. Yeah, 3 check is an option. But all draws. So knowing this is a draw is important. I had a game like this. The kid, he's actually pretty strong, and I gathered over the board. I'm like, he was 1560 something. He's pretty good. He's young. He's still figuring things out. He's pretty good, and he had white. But I thought I was winning, and so I played for it. And I quickly saw he also did a good job of not committing pawns till the end game. He offered a draw, but I think I knew it was a draw. A dead draw. Maybe a little harder for him to play, though. Ways for him to mess it up. I thought it was a win. So he was right, and maybe he was slightly worse off, but he understood it was a draw because these kids are taking lessons and kind of know what they're doing. I thought I was winning, so I played like it, and I just got my ass kicked. Turned a draw that maybe if he misplayed, it could have been a win, but I needed him to misplay it. I didn't have it won. Turned that into a loss. Okay. We'll be back, and then we're going to sing some songs. Oh, no, you're slipping. Let's go. You don't have to eat it. Don't quit one. If no one helps you, backup's coming, man. What's he gonna? What's this Measly 1600 gonna do? More than the biggest players in chess business did for you, that's for sure. It won't hurt you. I'm already ahead of the game once. And you you ended my crush on Alexandra Botes, which was mostly a COVID lockdown thing. I was single again. She taught chess to me, and I didn't really know that there was a big community of similarly intellectual, attractive women who can teach me chess. So I confess my love for Alexandra Botes. Worst case scenario, it'll make her peers jealous. Best case scenario, I'm her trophy husband. But seeing that Alex with the anal beads, I watch all their podcasts and shit, man. I like chess. Put a bag over their faces. I'll bring them a bag. Shit, don't distract me. I'm trying to learn chess. But seeing her do the anal beads thing, nah, that was your friend. He was playing your sister for dates and stuff. Don't fucking do that. Don't be bought. Don't be fake. And I don't really want a girl I don't mind if she's a big deal, but not that big. I don't want to be that big of a deal. Okay. Like most guys that are somewhat ambitious or smart, it's like what most women find desirable. Guys don't want a successful woman, especially not like a really dominant. She's gonna be dominant at work, I guess, kind of, but I don't want her to have to be fake because I think that's gonna rub off on her as a mom one day. But I want a girl who can tell me we're going to Pizza Hut. No, I'm saying that. I'm a man. That's the call. Pizza Hut. I like sausage pizza. They got good salad. I don't like Pizza Hut. Good. I don't know Pizza Hut either. I was just saying that because I know you want something nicer. Now fucking make a decision. I made a decision. If you don't make a decision, you have 10 seconds to make a decision. It's Pizza Hut or we starve to death. We can starve together. We can starve to death together. It's not the point. Where are we eating at? It's Taco Bell. You said Pizza Hut. You want me to be decisive or change your mind? Nope. We're downgrading every second you don't make a decision. Pizza Hut. Now it's Taco Bell. Next, it's going to be bird crap scraped off the sidewalk if you don't tell me where we're eating. And I just had to think the chess woman would be able to tell me where we're eating. You know, I don't care if you work a 9-to-5 job or if you try to start the next fucking Bumble. I just care that you can tell me where we're eating. And with the 9-to-5 job comes some BS, mainly a boss. And I think women can get catty in business, especially with younger, attractive, intelligent women. You're in a room full of women, or you're trying to compete with men for promotions and they're sexist. That's going to happen. Would you like to start your own business? Well, I don't have the money saved right now. Okay, in 10 years, let's plan for it. You can decide what jobs you need to have so you're ready and you know how to lead a team to do whatever your mission is. I don't give a shit. But if you're going to be a worker, don't bitch about it. I'll listen. I'll try to improve the situation. If you want to bounce ideas off me, I won't even talk. But if you really hate your life that much, here's your alternative. You can start your own business. You can try to do some side hustles and buy your insurance. And then you don't have the downside, which is, of course, politics in the office and people being fake and totally cool. You want to know how much money it'll cost? I'll figure that out for you too. Whatever I can do to help. But pick one, because I picked one and it was hard and it's been lonely and it's been mean. And there are pros and cons to both. Sometimes I don't care if you take a dart and every spot on a dartboard, like you see at bars, is a yes, a no, a decision. Here's how many kids I want to have. Here's the job I want to have. At this age, I want to have this much money saved. I don't care if you don't even love me. Okay, this was the love of my life as a child when we were in grade school, but he's already married, so he's off the list. Dayton's my number 4 choice. Don't tell me that, but it's totally cool if I am. If Mr. Right was gone and the next 3 you couldn't decide on, they were more handsome than me. It's unlikely unless it's Hans Niemann. They were smarter than me. They were richer than me. They were sexier than me, better in bed than me. I had sex with some of the hoes because the nice girls wouldn't talk to me during my YouTube pursuits. So it's possible. It's possible. I don't need to be talking about this. Yeah, you just throw a dart and make all your decisions. I'm 100% sure this is what I want to do. Did you just throw darts to make your choices about our baby name? You're going to name him Dayton Jr.? That's right, because I supplied the dartboard and that was the only option on it. Dayton Jr. or Daytina. But do not go back and forth with me over stupid shit. If you want to pick a fight to prove I care, you better be a grandmaster, not a woman's grandmaster, because I ain't putting up with bullshit. But fight, argue. I'll pretend I'm angry if it makes you think I love you. But do not go back and forth on where you want to eat. Make a decision, please. I don't care if it's a long shot, super risky, gonna fail. Hans Niemann was supposed to fail. Either be a good little worker, take a smile while you do it because it's not my fault, and enjoy the benefits. I had that life. It's very nice, but you're not in control. You're someone's bitch. Do that. Or let the world beat the shit out of you. I'll hold your hand while it does it. I'll hold your hand while the world abuses you and calls you names if you're having to advertise on the internet, which you probably will. While you're getting the shit beat out of you, enjoy the good things of entrepreneurship. And if you choose to be a worker, don't talk about starting a business if you're not serious. Don't dream about it. That drives me insane. And again, like that was the appeal to Alexander Botez. A lot of people that go to college just go work a job, and then there are parts of it they don't like. Not in control of their life or their hours. I have to imagine Alexander Botez doesn't worry about that. And she can tell me where she wants to go to dinner if she doesn't like my first choice. That's all it takes to get a man to fall in love. I thought we had to be sexy. I thought we had to do all these things and be motherly. No, just fucking tell me where you want to eat if you don't like my choice. Sometimes I don't feel like talking. It'll be written down. This is the choice. Cross it off. Right where you want to go. I'll take you there. I'll open the fucking door. Then you'll dump me because chivalry is dead. I tried too hard. Beside the point. I prefer you not cheat on me. That's why I draw a line. And if the chess woman can hold themselves to a self-improvement plan, be open-minded enough to admit they're good, but then, okay, I have flaws here. Develop a self-improvement plan and hold themselves accountable to following it day in and day out. I just have to think they'd be able to tell me where they want to eat. It's not sexist. Higher ego is priority. We want men who don't just appreciate us for our looks. We want them to appreciate us for our brains. Yep. Line them up. Higher ego first. And I'll go peak rating. Peak rating. I understand we get older and our priorities change. I might actually like that. If your peak rating was super high, but you're not strong anymore, I'm cool with that. Just tell me why you stopped trying. But I need to guarantee that my kids will have grandmaster genes. It's hard to say. With me, I don't know what I can offer. I would say at least middle of the pack, though. So if I'm sure, not just hard work. If you were just a try hard and you got good at chess, I'm nervous about that. Because that doesn't indicate natural talent. And I need grandmasters. I got to live vicariously through my children. Hans Niemann has a sister. It's getting real weird. That's the type of talent I'm looking for, though. Female Hans Niemann, you know.
Stilettos and broken bottles. I'm spinning around in circles. I'm messed up. I'm so alive. Stilettos and broken spinning around in circles.
I heard Kelly Clarkson's version, so I don't actually know what the original sounds like. She goes up there, and that's definitely not Kelly singing it. Whatever.
Stilettos and broken bottles. I'm spinning around in circles.
That's more how Kelly does it. I'm gonna listen to the original song.
Champagne shower, yeah, we get the house party. Hours for real, for real. Calling for real. Calling.
Long living. How old is this dude? It's not childish music, but you got a good voice. Huh.
With my eyes closed. Yeah, they know. Oh. So we be home after hours. Got to hit you after me and all my friends take champagne showers. House party staying after hours for real. For real. It's calling for real.
And the internet is a gift and a curse. Just go down rabbit holes like I did during COVID lockdown with songs I'd like to learn, new artists I want to explore. I have to buy one own, so I'll have time to do it. Okay.
Somebody said, got no friend.
it a shot. It'll pass you now. Start there. See how off my fingering technique is though? How are we playing around here? Okay. Easy enough. Okay, let's see.
Somebody said you got a new friend. Does he love you better than I can? There's a big black sky over my town. I know where you're at, I bet he's around. Yeah, I know it's stupid, I just gotta see it for myself.
Oh, it's a C.
For myself. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, oh. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, oh. I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, I keep dancing on my own. I'm just gonna dance all night. I'm all messed up, I'm so out of line. Stilettos and broken bottles, I'm spinning around in circles. I'm in the corner watching you kiss him. Oh, oh. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, oh. And I'm giving it.
That's where I lose it.
And I'm giving it my all. But I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, I keep dancing on my own. So far away, but still so near. The lights go, the music dies, but you don't see me. Standing here, I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss him. Oh, oh. And I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy.
I can hit that. I can...
I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, I keep dancing on my own. Oh.
Let's try it.
Somebody said you got a new friend. Does he love you better than I can? Big black sky over my town. I know where you're at, I bet he's around. He's around. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. The corner, watching you kiss him. Oh, oh. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, oh. I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, oh. I keep dancing on my own. But I'm just gonna dance all night. I'm all messed up, I'm so out of line. Stilettos and broken bottles, I'm spinning around in circles. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss him. Oh, oh. And I'm right over here, Why can't you save me? Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Oh, I keep dancing on my own. And no, do 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 do. Away, still so near. The lights come on, the music dies. You don't see me standing here. I just came to say goodbye. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss him. Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you take it home. Sing on my own. And I'm in the corner, watching you kiss him. Oh, oh. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me?
Okay, here we go. By the AI engine, is that where we're at now? I don't really know that I support this.
Me and all my brothers in champagne showers. Now I'm in the house party, drinking after hours for real. Bought me for real.
I think about Max, he's getting better. He's going to be a problem. And I think maybe some for dramatic effect. Online, I let the clock go down to the wire. It's got to be what it is. Because when I'm not even trying, because I did kind of train that way to be dramatic for social media, I've kind of got it down to a science that last game. And it's actually amazing that I'm able to not blow a lot of leads when I'm playing good players. I'm talking, and I just get serious enough when it matters. You go ahead and give me these pawns. You're gonna regret that decision. All right, you're going to help me activate my bishop. I'm going to reroute my knight immediately. You kind of lay these pawns back. Your queen out is fine. So I'd like to be able to bring my bishop this way on that pawn. But see how everything I'm talking about is tactics. It's short term. Good players wouldn't even be worrying about these pawns or anything. Yeah, okay. Let's lock it in. Lock it in. Me and all my brothers stuck in champagne showers. Now we at the house party drinking after hours for real. Ballin' for real. Let's call it for real. Mama told me be home after that. Castle, you lose a pawn. This push happens, you get checked immediately, and I'm taking that pawn. Your best move is probably to take my knight. I don't say you can avoid taking the knight, really. In my opinion. Well, no, I'm just a better chess player. What did that fucking do? Okay, I fear not. I fear not. I have zero fear. That's pretty good. Now you disgust me. You disgust me. Requires a response. Okay. Are you sure you want to do that? As long as you're positive, I don't really care what you do. It's your life, not mine. I'm not an evil dictator. Looks right. Can't go here. I'll be crushing your dreams most likely. Now this is off the table. Well, it's not off the table, but it's just an even trade. I mean, you could maybe do this and then try to execute that, but yeah, I still don't like it. A little bit lazy, probably. So I feel like there's probably a pawn move there that's good. I'm just winning by enough to where it doesn't matter. I wouldn't say it doesn't matter. So I can go here. Yeah, see, you're just all crammed up. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do this, man. You can't really do it. Because now what I'll do is you're forced. Can't go there. You can't go there. If you go there, I'm forking. And you can't go there. So you have to go there, or you go. I guess you go there. You're still hosed. And I can trap you. I'm just going to kill you. There's so much I can do to you, and none of it's good. You got to react to me. That's the best move. Let's go faster here. I misplayed that. Should still be a win. I would attack the knight now for me. Yeah. My knight shall lurk. It's a lurking horse. But it's not headless. It's got a plan. Get away from me. What are you going to do about it? It's cute. Enemy. I think I can win this. Knight's going to be tricky, but should be good. So I want my king to come. Perfect before you get all these pawn pushes in, that's fine. Now your rook can't be as restrictive. Okay. That's because I want your king to come up. And you're probably wise for not. I might have shot myself in the foot here pretty bad. We shall see. Damn. These are how games would end against decent players, but not with rooks. So I'm going to have a chance to win this. So if you don't know our end games, man. Yeah, you'll draw it, right? I'm gonna win it, but maybe. Okay. So it's not on the outside. No, you fuck. That's so stupid, man. My brain's not working. It's another bad pawn move, but it's led to what should have been an easy win. It was drawn until there. Okay. Yeah. Gosh dang. just happened? I just put most half-ass chess and threw everything away. I'm looking safety. You never know. I'm so fucking inconsistent. This one's not gonna be what it. Get my ass kicked here. Go ahead. So don't make dumbass moves. It's really just that simple. Jeez. That's how I'm doing one more. Yeah. You don't have any checks, so why not simplify? I got the whole center. Okay. Yeah, good job. How do I even end up in this mess? I'm signing out and going to sleep. Play some of the dog park after I've slept. I'm done. So what am I even doing? It's easy. It's easy. It's over. All right. I'm signing out. Might be back on. Next few days might not be. Depends if I want to play over the border if I feel like it.